Good morning, everybody. Welcome. It is 6:57, so if you're logging on to the replay, just hold tight with me for a few moments while everybody logs in. If you are here, go ahead and say hi in the comments. I will come back and see who's here. And Jizzy, if you're on, if you could send me a text and let me know you can see me, that would be awesome. And while we're waiting, everybody, whether you're live or you are on the replay, go ahead and start to breathe full and slow and deep into your body. All right, Arnell says he can see me. Thank you, Jiz. So welcome everybody at 6:58. We've got 2 minutes before I'm going to jump right in. If you're on the replay, hang tight with me. And if you're here live already, just begin to breathe slow and deep and full into your body. And then say hi in the comments so I know who's here. And we'll come back and review them. Excuse me. Okay, welcome everybody. I think we've got about 30 more seconds before I'm going to jump right in. If you're just logging on, make sure you say hi in the comments. And if you're on the replay, we're going to start here in just a moment, but you also say hi in the comments. I always come back and take a peek and just see who's here and heart your hello, spread the love, and just bring it to our little tribe. Okay, it's 7 o'clock straight up. I want to begin by just slowing this space down for us just a little bit and helping you really anchor here, right now. So wherever you are in your space, I'm going to invite you to plant your feet on the floor. And I want you to close your eyes for just a moment. Feel your body right here, right now, listening to my voice. You chose to get on the call. I want you to become uber present intentionally right here, right now. So with your feet on the floor, I want you to notice your body and simply let your shoulders drop. And now together, I want to have you breathe in through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. In through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow out through your mouth for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel free to open your eyes. So we are not here today, beautiful soul, to process the world, to process what we're carrying. We're here to stabilize ourselves right inside this crazy world. Why is that important? Because since last Magical Monday, the world has gotten even more intense. The frenetic energy of the dismantle, at the same time the rising energies of ascension, both inside of us and outside of us. The chaos outside of us and inside of us. The rising ascension energies outside and inside of us have escalated. That fever pitch insanity that I've been preparing us for has escalated. And the intensity has worried a lot of you. The pressure hasn't eased, and many of you are exhausted and feeling confused. And yet, I'm hearing something else also. There's this underlying sense of hope, like something underneath all the chaos is still rising. It's strengthening. It's fortifying, to use a word that the elders used in 2025. And that juxtaposition, that dichotomy, it's not confusion, it's discernment. We're filtering many layers right here. And today, I want to pick out two parts of the Elder's message for January that we haven't yet fully embodied, because these pieces I've plucked out are the most stabilizing pieces for us for right now. We're 3 weeks into January. So the first piece I want to pull out is their statement. You are not preparing for collapse. You are adjusting to a new operating system. I'm going to say that again. You're not preparing for collapse. You're adjusting to a new operating system. Feel that. Many of you are quietly judging yourself, or maybe loudly judging yourself, because you feel slower. You feel less interested in the noise. You're less willing to push, and you're more protective of your energy. And some of you are just sick, and some of you are dealing with death, and some of you are dealing with the intense cold weather where you're living, and some of you are dealing with the intensity of protest. All of that swirling around us, and what's happening inside of us, a kind of a withdrawal, makes us wonder, am I just checking out? Am I getting so exhausted I'm giving up? Right? Have you felt that? Am I losing all my motivation? Do you feel that? I want you to hear this clearly. You are not preparing for collapse. You are adjusting. You are adjusting to a new operating system. That piece is so important in their message for January, preparing us not for collapse, but to continue to walk in this in-between that they've been sharing with us. When a system upgrades, the old programs, this happens on our computer all the time. In the night, there's an upgrade, and our old programs all of a sudden aren't running right. They're misfiring. They're not making full connection. The pace changes when a system upgrades. The system pauses. It simplifies. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Your body is learning a new way to live that does not require constant urgency and vigilance and explanation. What we're feeling, you guys, is not withdraw. It's confusing, but it's not simply withdraw. It's our inner guidance bringing us to an adaptation, to a shift, to an upgrade. And when we stop fighting this adaptation, when we stop judging ourselves because nothing feels the same, and because we don't have the same motivation to interact with life the way we did on the old frequency, when we stop fighting that adaptation, that movement, our nervous system begins to trust itself again. We got to connect the dots, and that's why these messages, the medicine of the messages, is so potent and so valuable and so gifted to you by your own inner guidance, orchestrating your own alignment to receive them. Whether it was 5 years ago and you've been building a relationship with them, or you've just come into the tribe, Doesn't matter. Your inner guidance has locked and loaded you to receive the medicine of these messages at just the perfect time. Doesn't matter how we've been interacting with them in the past. What matters is the adaptation of the upgrade that we're experiencing right now. Feel that. Just feel that, beautiful soul. And while you feel that right now, I want you to ask yourself this question. Not when we hang up. I want you to ask yourself this question right now. What am I being asked to simplify? Not because I'm afraid, but because my system can no longer hold it or hold that pace. What am I being asked to simplify? Ask that out loud right now. Just hear your voice. Ask the question, your lower self to your higher self. What am I being asked to simplify? I am presence. What are you asking me to simplify? Not because I'm afraid, even though sometimes I feel scared. What am I being asked to simplify because my system can no longer hold that pace? The pace of the fever pitch insanity that's collapsing, that we all lived in for so long and didn't even realize it. What am I being asked to simplify? You don't got to fix anything right now. Just notice. Now I'm going to move to the second piece I'm pulling out of the January message from the elders. The second piece of the medicine. That's what they said to start recognizing these messages as. Divine energetic medicine. Here's the piece I'm pulling out. The calm will not come first. The choice will. The calm will not come first. The choice will. Let that be your mantra this week. The calm will not come first. The choice will. This piece rather, is crucial. Many of us are still waiting, consciously and unconsciously, for the world to calm down before we allow ourselves to feel safe. That's insanity. The message, the medicine, the elders have been very clear. The calm will not come first. The choice will. This doesn't mean that we got to force people into peace, and it doesn't mean pretending things are fine and everything's okay. They're not. They're not. They're not. Outside of yourself, they're not. This means deciding where your inner anchor, where your inner reference point lives. That's what we've been being prepared for. The obstacles I've been telling you about on our Mud Runner race for 6 years now, they're here. Every day this year, beautiful soul, every day this year, and we're 19 days in, every day this year, you're going to feel two pulls. The collective field on the world stage is going to try and pull you into the loud, the reactive, and the emotional. And the inner field, your I am presence, is going to offer you to decide for the quieter, for the steadier, for the more coherent, for the more honest expression of your drop in the infinite ocean of the one source creator. Calm does not arrive first. You choose it, and calm follows. Feel that. That's not a choice that's made once. It's a choice made daily, moment by moment, breath by breath, walking in the in-between for all of 2026. Now, reality check here, beautiful soul. You're still human. You're still human. We don't get to override and bypass the human experience as we're ascending. You're allowed to feel nervous. You're allowed to feel scared. You're allowed to feel sad. You're allowed to feel compassion and grief and concern. You have to feel it. That's your internal guidance system. But presence doesn't mean you're numb. I am presence anchoring us to a higher truth doesn't mean avoidance. You don't have to watch the news to care, and you don't have to carry the collective fear to prove you have empathy. Feel that. So the question I want you to return to is simple. It's in the message. What frequency are you feeding? What frequency am I feeding right now? That's my mantra. As I go through the roller coaster of my day, the roller coaster of emotions of my day, because I'm so freaking human, up and down, and I get to feel everything I'm feeling as my inner guidance brings my inner clarity. And the question remains, moment by moment, breath by breath, what frequency am I feeding now? Where am I tuning my dial? What am I listening to? What am I receiving that's being transmitted? There's so much more being transmitted to you from yourself, from the inside, than the world is transmitting from the outside, but you can't get there unless your focus is here. So let's anchor this before I let you go. Take your jumper cables, your own beautiful hands with energy flowing through it. Positive charge on the right hand, negative charge on the left hand. Your masculine and feminine of the divine. With your hand on your heart. Again, close your eyes. Trust your inner guidance. Trust your I am. Breathe in through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out through your mouth for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it again. In through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out through your mouth for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay inward. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to say this quietly or loudly. Say it out loud. I am not waiting for the world to be calm. I am choosing where I stand. Say it again. I am not waiting for the world to be calm. I'm choosing my I am. One more breath. In through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out through your mouth for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and open your eyes. Beautiful soul. You're not falling behind. You're not failing the moment. You're not failing a test. You're not proving your spirituality. You don't have to perform. You are learning from the inside out how to live from a new center while the old world reorganizes itself all around you. That's what's happening when you stop waiting for the world to calm down and you become the anchor in the eye of the storm, and the whole world reorganizes itself around you. And as every drop does that, the whole external world begins to organize itself around the higher frequency It looks like collapse and it looks loud, but it's a rebuilding, and it's happening right now, and it's happening through you. Next week, I'm going to talk about what it means to act from coherence. You're hearing that word from the elders, and others are telling me, I'm hearing that word everywhere. We're going to explore that this week. I'm not waiting for the world to be calm. I know where I stand, breath by breath. Use that breathing pattern. That was a gift they gave us specifically for this. That's where I'm going to leave you now today, beautiful soul. I love you tons. Be well. Bye for now.